We all hope to age gracefully so we can enjoy our later years full of energy, vitality, and good health. But so often, with age, our bodies start to show signs that things just aren't as they used to be. Our energy, skin, healing and recovery time, sleep, it all just seems to go downhill. Unless you're using LifeWave. Since 2004, LifeWave has been delivering its amazing life-enhancing technology to people across the world, always helping the body do what it was designed to do, only better. And as it turns out, the best was yet to come. David Schmidt, our founder, creative force, and world-class inventor behind LifeWave technology, has recently achieved something in the field of regenerative science with a single LifeWave patch that researchers worldwide, spending years and billions of dollars, could not. Introducing LifeWave X39, the world's first product ever to activate stem cells. A true breakthrough in regenerative science that helps restore our bodies to a healthier, more youthful state in a way no other product can. The secret? By harnessing the power of LifeWave's patented phototherapy, X39 uses light to elevate a peptide proven to signal the activation of stem cells. Think about it. These are the cells that generate and regenerate all the cells and structures of the human body. They're the building blocks for our organs, tissues, blood, and immune system. They also serve as an internal repair system, everywhere. But as we age, stem cells become less effective. Their ability to repair damaged tissue is reduced. In fact, by age 60, they've slowed dramatically. But all that changes when just one LifeWave X39 patch is placed anywhere on the body each day. Instead of older and less effective stem cells, X39 supports the production of younger and healthier stem cells. This amazing level of control over your vitality and well-being was simply not possible, let alone this easy, until now. And the best part? Like all LifeWave patches, X39 is safe, non-invasive, and incredibly cost-effective. Look what people are saying about LifeWave X39. Backed by clinical studies, multiple patents, and 20 years of development, any one of these benefits would be impressive. But X39 is so effective, it can influence everything about your body, how you look, feel, perform, and heal. It's time you experience the power of X39. Live long, live well, live younger. Experience the power of LifeWave today.
A life empowered is closer than you think. We're all looking for a better way. Reimagine what's next with a new sense of exuberance. Why not power on like you mean it? Or power off blissfully. A better sleep is a better awake. You've never moved like this before. With the energy nature intended. Imagine reprogramming the way you look at the speed of science, at longevity, at exhilaration. It's next level rejuvenation. Take control of your well-being from the inside out and outside in. The light within is ready to ignite. Be the light. LifeWave. You are a powerhouse of growth, of new experiences. You just don't know it yet. Let's change that, shall we? With innovation at our core, we've reimagined what's possible. Harnessing the body's natural energy flow with light. Backed by clinical research, X39 stimulates the skin with low levels of light to elevate a key peptide linked to renovating and rejuvenating the body. This life technology supports improved movement, recovery, and overall health and well-being. You are Generation Awesome. Shifting paradigms and creating new ones. We always knew you had it in you. Now it's time to prove it to yourself. Your adventures are only beginning. Discover the power and simplicity of doing more with X39. Be the light. LifeWave. An empowered life has no expiration date. We're all created to do incredible things, like conquer summits, catch big waves, and live our passions. As time goes on, our bodies begin to show signs that things just aren't as they used to be. Our energy levels decline, sleep patterns shift, and recovery slows. But our bodies are masterpieces of design, holding the potential to bounce back better than ever. With X39, we achieved something remarkable in the field of wellness and regenerative science that others could not. By utilizing LifeWave's unique patented technology, X39 uses light to elevate GHK-Cu, a copper peptide known to support overall health and wellness. Unlike traditional light therapy, which requires external light sources, X39 uses the body's own infrared light to naturally increase vitality, enhancing the body's flow of natural energy. For improvements in strength, stamina, performance, and overall health and well-being, with the simplicity of an affordable, non-invasive, non-transdermal patch. As we age, levels of these life-enhancing elements, which are associated with wellness and longevity, begin to decline. LifeWave invested 10 years into stem cell research, which resulted in over 70 patents. X39 was born to bring to the public a product that can support wellness in an entirely new way, supporting the production of younger, healthier cells with wearable light technology. Becoming a powerhouse is easier than you think. Harness your body's natural potential to maintain youthful energy and vitality, because life comes at you fast, but it doesn't have to pass you by. Live long, live well, live young. Be the light with LifeWave X39. LifeWave.
Imagine if you were part of the solution instead of the problem. Imagine if you had the power to help those in need and could erase the pain of others. Imagine if people expected us to be there when disaster hit. LifeWave family members have repeatedly met the call of those in need. Whether it is to provide pain relief, a better night's sleep, or just to have the face of someone that cares, a LifeWave member has been there.
And whether donating regularly to the Red Cross over the years, or more recently with the Convoy of Hope, which jumped in immediately to help those in need after Hurricane Helene, LifeWave has always been there as well.
What happened at the beginning of all this is that we did a conference in Las Vegas, and it was a hugely successful conference. We had almost 2,000 people there for our very first one. We had 40 speakers that came in, professional athletes, professional coaches, Olympic coaches, and a fellow by the name of Thomas Burke approached me and said, you know, this is so phenomenal. I'm so proud to be a member of this company. As you know, there was just a hurricane off the coast of Florida. Have you thought about starting a program to give back? And it was at that minute I realized that when a company becomes successful, you have an obligation to help those in need and give back to those that are less fortunate. So we raised, I think it was $50,000 in relief effort for the Red Cross at that very first event. The members that we have in our community globally are absolutely extraordinary people. They have always been there to help those in need. So we had a situation in Australia where there were the bushfires, and there were LifeWave members that were there to give back and provide financial assistance, patch people, provide medical aid. We've had victims of earthquakes in Indonesia, earthquake in Italy, of course, multiple hurricanes, and LifeWave members have always been there personally to provide medical aid and assistance. The frustrating part for me is that these are people that need help now, not in a couple of weeks. They need help now. And so it was these type of incidents where I began to think that I would like to have the capability to provide medical aid, provide relief effort to people within a 24-hour period.
David took that frustration, channeled that energy toward a very positive solution designed to provide medical aid and relief supplies to people in need within 24 hours. The solution? A drone of all things, with attributes and capabilities unmatched in today's world of unmanned aircraft.
This drone can take off and land from virtually anywhere, carry a higher payload, and fly longer than any other drone in its class, and provide very valuable medical aid or search and rescue operations that other drones can't provide. We're achieving remarkable results in terms of payload and endurance. As a matter of fact, there's no other company in the world that can touch us.
Unveiled to the LifeWave community at our annual conference in 2022, a plan is already in place for a fleet of LifeWave humanitarian drones to come off the assembly line as early as late fall 2025. This is giving back on an epic scale.
With the patch technology, we accomplish things that no other company was able to accomplish, and the same thing is true about the drone. So we're going to be forging a new path forward for our community with new technology that's life-changing, that's world-changing, and we have an unbelievably great future ahead of us. And I'm more excited now about the future of LifeWave than ever before.
Are you ready to celebrate?
Happy anniversary, everybody.
Celebration 20 years in the making, packed into one epic weekend. A personal journey, powered by revolutionary technology. More energy. Timeless vitality. Lasting longevity. Now is the time to share the light.
Hello, directors, congratulations.
Thank you for coming to the LifeWave Global Conference. It was lit. We're already dreaming about next year. California dreaming.
LifeWave Global Conference, Anaheim, California, Fall 2025. Registration is now open. Be the light. LifeWave.
Hey, let's go.
Well, hi there,
and welcome to LifeWave's global headquarters.
世界中の何百万もの人々にとってライフウェブは希望を象徴し、真実と光の灯台を象徴しています。
It's one of those things where you have to be there to understand the magnitude of what you experience when you walk in.
It literally is giving me goosebumps.
Like, it's just mesmerizing.
All I can say is, wow.
You felt like you were on a journey in outer space. Just simply amazing.
What an incredible, breathtaking experience.
I cannot believe what I saw, but I saw it.
Whoever you bring here, they will be sold.
The genius and the vision and the work that went into this was absolutely amazing.
It's just honestly mind-blowing to see the technology, the evolution of this company.
The sky's the limit. That's all I can say.
I'm just speechless. It was so beautiful. I don't even know what to say.
This is the most exciting, jaw-dropping presentation I've ever experienced.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Alfred Lee, and I am with LifeWave. Okay, I'm joined by my co-host today, who is a pharmacist who does not sell drugs. I think everyone knows who he is now. Very famous now, yeah. So who is also a brand partner with LifeWave. Okay, and he is none other than Jinhua. Now, we're going to share with you tonight some information about the LifeWave technology, what it is, how it works, and who invented it, basically, right? And you can expect, and also we will share some information with you on how you can earn income with LifeWave business opportunity. So, for this start here, let's start talking about this person who is and what he brought into literally humanity. And I have just have to say that David Smith is the inventor of this technology, but it's not the only thing he invented. If you saw the video just now, he invented many things to come, yeah? And we're going to talk about LifeWave tonight. And I'm going to share with you, or rather we are going to share with you his technology, his work, but I want you to understand that this man, David Smith, has been an inventor since he was a child. He's a scientist, he's a researcher, he's a lab rat, and that's what I call him, all of us call him, and he loves to be in the lab, and he loves to find things and invent things to help people improve their quality of life. Okay? And if you have seen the video just now, he has done that with so many different ways. And if you go to our website, you can find more information about him, his background, who he is, where he went to school, his passion, and the things that he was involved in. And he has a passion for finding and inventing and creating things to help people improve their quality of life. So I've also read that he downloaded, no. I mean, he invented a non-transdermal patch that triggers beta oxidation, which means in layman's term, it means turning body fat into fuel. Okay, the US Navy SEALs were on caffeine and things like that to stay on mission in the field for days and weeks on end. Of course, the quality of life was terrible, right? So, cut the long story short, David Smith invented the patch where all of us are wearing right now, which is called X39. And the X39 patch that works on your body's own light, like how I mentioned, the first patch ever and invented by David Smith was Energy Enhancer, which does things a little bit different. Okay, Energy Enhancer triggers beta oxidation. The other patches that David invented over the years, they trigger different things in the body, different peptides or different bioelectric field in the body, working different ways. But this patch here is very different, and how it works, Jinhua will actually share with you, right? So before we go any further, let me get the disclaimer out of the way first, as usual, right? So LifeWave products are for general wellness and intended only to maintain or encourage a general state of health or a healthy activity. The content provided here by us on Super Wednesday is presented in summary form, is general in nature, and is provided for informational purposes only. Always consult with your physician and other qualified healthcare provider before embarking on a new health regimen or a diet or fitness program. Do not disregard any medical advice you have received or delay in seeking it. So later at the second part, the income examples mentioned in this presentation are for illustration purposes only, and individual results may vary and does not represent any LifeWave member or brand partner's income. Please remember, success in any business requires leadership skills, commitment, and dedication. It is solely dependent on the time and effort one is willing to devote into building the business. So without any further ado, I'm sure everyone here is very, very anxious to, listen to our pharmacist, but this pharmacist does not sell drugs. Okay, so it gives me great pleasure to actually introduce Jinhua, who is actually a certified and former pharmacist who practiced for 10 years in United Kingdom. Okay, so he graduated with a Master's of Pharmacy, for pharmacy practice from the University of Bradford in UK. Wow. Okay, so he has a lot of chance to mingle with the UK people, and and he has more than 10 years of pharmaceutical experience in retail pharmacy, hospital, and corporate base in England and also in Malaysia. I recently heard his story where he came back. He invited his boss last time. He recruited his boss into LifeWave. My goodness, right? Now he is known by his peers as the pharmacist who does not sell drugs, but instead use a more holistic approach to help people gain back their health. So we are so blessed tonight to be able to explore and learn from Jinhua. And on top of that, he is now an HRDF certified or accredited trainer, so you can see there, he's proudly sharing his slide there now. Okay, so without any further ado, please type 111 to help me welcome Jinhua. Let me pass the session to Jinhua. Over to you, Jinhua.
Thank you, Bro Alfred, for the always welcoming and electrifying welcome message. Okay, so if you guys can hear me, can you type in a 222 so that I know you guys can hear me loud and clear? All right, good evening, everybody. It's always great to come back to Super Wednesday. I've been not very active on Super Wednesday, and thank you, bro Alfred, for always being there, okay, to help to serve the community better and also to educate further as well. Okay, so today I'm going to share a bit about my experience, and also I'm going to give you guys a lot of information on this amazing patch. Yeah, so I love you know, I've been with this company for 2 years, patching. In July, it's going to be my 2 years. And I've loved every moment of it. Okay, so the one thing that really kept me staying is because of my own health as well. Yeah, so I've improved greatly. And if you guys are here for the first time, can you type in a 333 first time here? All right. So this technology, if you have the patience to use it, yeah, if you just believe that in yourself, that your body can heal on its own, and adding on this technology is just a little tool to assist our body to heal faster. Okay, so this is what I'm presenting today. This is one of my favorite patches. Yeah, it's called Aeon. And this patch technology was developed in 2011. That's 14 years ago. Can you imagine this little patch right here has been around, the company has been around for 21 years. And Aeon came out 14 years ago. How amazing is this? Yeah, and a lot of people don't even know about this yet. They're always asking, oh, how is this possible? I'm so skeptical. And you know, I don't believe this. That was initially me as well. Yeah, but now I'm really humbled by the guidance and teaching of the founder, who's a world-class inventor, David Smith as well. Yeah. So this is something that if you are open to listen and learn more, yeah, it will help you greatly in your health recovery journey. Or if you're just here to just wanting to better your health, yeah, because every day we deteriorate. We're not getting any younger. There's no such thing. So even however much we exercise or we eat right and things like that, our body still degenerates. Okay. So this technology is to help us to regain our health, all right, to minimize the visits to the hospital, the doctors, and also to minimize the risk of getting a hefty medical bill. Yeah. As you know now, the medical bills are crazy. Yeah. So then this is an insurance for us. When we use this technology every day, it serves as an insurance that we can see benefits of it every single day improving. Yeah. So that's why it's so powerful. Okay. So just now, bro Alfred already went through the disclaimer. I'm going to skip this and let's go straight to Aeon. Yeah. Aeon is the second most powerful patch in the company. The first one is X39. Yeah. So if X39 was Batman, Aeon is the Robin. Yeah, it goes hand in hand. Yeah. So even David Smith himself said that these two patches are the best patches in the company. And the company has 10 different patches. Okay. So when we start using the technology, it's always X39 and Aeon first. And why is it so powerful? Yeah. So after using the X39 Aeon for 6 months, 1 year, you find yourself that you're more relaxed, more calm. People with a lot of anxiety disorder, stress, is very common, you see. Depression and all that. When they use this technology, it helps them to calm down and also to think better. Yeah. So then this was me before as well, because I suffered from anxiety and depression, if you have heard my testimonial before. Okay. And it's so amazing that you sleep even better at night. So these are the things that it does. And one most powerful point of Aeon, that when you use it, it helps us to clear off the inflammation in our body. That is the root cause to all diseases. Okay, so along the way, I'm going to explain further on how this works and how it can benefit you, your loved one, and your family members as well. So now, look at this. The queen bee lives 60 times longer than the worker bees. Okay, it's not because their genetic is special, but it's her diet. So the queen bee consumes royal jelly, which has a special peptide that allows her to have this extraordinary lifespan. Yeah. So we human beings, we also make this peptide in the liver, but the production declines when we reach the age of 30. So we start to go downhill. That's why we all fall sick, yeah, over time and things like that. If you don't take care, and it's going to degenerate even faster. Yeah. So this is something that was taken from the American Psychological Association, okay, APA. And I can tell you that a lot of us have this health effects, adverse health effects from stress. Yeah, stress is the root cause to a lot of problems, and 70% of the Americans experience physical and mental symptoms of stress, burnout, throwing tantrums, bad temper, and things like that. Okay, so this is something that we need to take note of. And stress comes in two different forms. It can be good stress, where you exercise, you stress your body, your muscle aches after that, you think better. That is good stress, right? So then it turns on a gene to get rid of the damaged cells. That's why exercise is so important. Now, when you use this technology, make sure when you get the energy back, you yourself will start to exercise, clear off the inflammation faster, and you'll be healthier faster as well. Okay, so bad stress is like, bad relationship with your boss, of your family members, with your spouse, with your partners, so these are all bad stress. And if you don't have a way to release your stress, it becomes toxic in you. Yeah, so like a sedentary lifestyle, like smoking, drinking, like a bad diet, fast food, and things like that. So people, they are not happy, they keep eating, okay, to make them feel happy, but actually it's actually destroying their organs as well. So it's something to take note of, guys. If you are in this bad situation, bad space right now, you have to find a way to get out of it as soon as possible, because you're killing yourself. Okay, so this is one way that you can help yourself to just feel better in general, the Aeon patch, right? So then this is the scientific research on how the body reacts when we are angry. So then we first spark the anger, activates the amygdala. It's a station in our brain, all right? And before you are even aware of it, it activates your hypothalamus. Yeah. So this is like a train station, and it's all connected in our body. So I'm going to use very layman term to explain to you guys, because some people, if it's too scientific, we shut down. Okay. So then the hypothalamus actually signals the pituitary gland, all right? And by discharging CRH, the corticotropin releasing hormone. Okay. And when it activates the adrenal gland, which is in our kidneys, okay, so it secretes stress hormones like the cortisol, yeah, adrenaline and noradrenaline as well. So this increases the stress in our body. All right. So when your cortisol is actually released, all right, it triggers the alarm. Okay. And we all get into this stress mode. You cannot sleep, you cannot think properly. You start eating a lot of people. A lot of people also started to shut down their appetite as well. So it could be either way. Okay, so then you can see that people, they are anxiety, depressed, they can be very skinny, or they can be overweight. Okay, so these are alarming factors you guys have to take note of. Okay, and this is how anger can change your brain signals. All right, so it elevates the cortisol that causes the neuron to accept too much calcium, and the calcium overload can make cells fire too frequently and die. Yeah, so your brain starts to shut down. And this too much cortisol will decrease the serotonin. This is what we call the happy hormone. Yeah. So people smoke, they drink alcohol and things like that. So then those are all fake triggers for your brain to tell them that they are happy. But actually, it's all chemically induced, which is fake, artificial. Okay. So then a decrease in serotonin can make you feel angry and pain more easily. So then people start losing their temper. They start fighting with their bosses, their colleagues, their spouses, their families. Okay. So these are all signs that the cortisol in your body is high. Okay. So, and then if we don't find a way to release this anger, it builds up with toxicity and it becomes depression. Yeah. So this is how people get depression. It all starts from the root cause, the stress. Okay. So, and this stress hormone affects every single organ in your body. Okay, so let's talk about the heart. The heart rate starts to increase. Your blood pressure starts to rise. Your arteries starts to clog up. Okay, your sugar level, your fatty acid level starts to shoot up as well. So then a lot of people, they don't understand, how come I get diabetes and high blood pressure and things like that? It's because your body is stressed, okay? So then if people don't exercise, they sleep late, they work late, they got no life, that will basically inflame their entire system, and they could go into stroke, they could go into Alzheimer's, dementia, and things like that as well. So those are chronic illnesses, right? So when the symptoms become chronic, the blood vessels become clogged and damaged. This can lead to stroke and heart attack. Yeah. So immune system starts to shut down. Your thyroid function decreases. Your natural killer cells, which is your soldiers in your body to fight off infection, inflammation, viruses, bacteria, starts to go down. That's why people fall sick easier. And you start attracting negativity. Your frequency in your body starts to go down, and then you start inviting all this negativity. And a lot of times people can actually see, hallucinate, and they can see like spirits and things like that as well. So this is why managing stress is so important. And of course, not forgetting the cancer risk increases. Okay, so your digestive system will shut down, all right, and you no longer be able to digest properly. Your bowel movement doesn't move well as well. Yep, especially you get glaucoma and your eyesight starts to be in problem as well. Okay, so then migraines, headaches, and bone density decreases, especially in female, because female has more hormones than men. So especially after menopause, their bone density starts to decrease if they are even more stressed. Yeah. So if you have female friends that are always angry, it's all hormonal issue, and it begins with the stress, and it basically takes a toll on their body. Okay. So one of the ways to decrease stress is to love more. Now, by love, it doesn't mean husband and wife. It could be between colleagues. It could be between friends as well. It could be between family members. It could be your pets as well. Okay. So then when this happens, your body will produce a hormone called oxytocin, right? So this is natural love hormone. And it decreases the risk of heart rate, low blood pressure, improved immune health, faster recovery from illnesses, and we live longer as well. Yeah. So live, love, and laugh more. Okay. So this will in turn produce oxytocin more in your body. Yeah. So a lot of times we work in corporate and everything is so stressful, we forgot to love and feel with our hearts. Yeah. So now we are bringing this back so that people can actually feel themselves better. Okay. So this is very, very important. And the way that it's done, injecting oxytocin rapidly rejuvenates the old tissues. Yeah. So on top of using X39 and Aeon, when you love more, you care more for people, you do more charity work, all right? You visit the old folks' home and things like that. You start receiving a lot of love from the public as well. Yeah. So that's why we do this willingly as well, because we feel that giving back to the community with what we know, we will receive something else from the universe. Okay. So young tissues become old tissues, and then old tissues will reform. All right. So these are all scientifically proven. And you can also look at magnesium supplements. Yeah. So important trace minerals in stress management, different types of forms of magnesium. Yep. I know that the best form of magnesium supplements comes in powder form. All right. Or it can be a form of spray as well. Yeah. With these ingredients inside. So you can also get it from food. Yep. Okay. So tofu, salmon, banana, broccoli, almond, sesame seed, avocado. I love avocados. Okay. Black beans, pumpkin seeds as well. So there are a lot of food that can help us to manage stress better. Yeah. So forget about the fast food or, you know, like those very oily food and things like that. Eat healthily. So then your brain, your heart, every part of your organs can start to function properly as well. Okay. And talking about the LifeWave patches and how we can manage pain better to get better relief. Yeah. Because when you're stressed, your body shuts down and your joint starts to ache. Every part of your body. Migraines happen, and then you just feel very unwell. Yeah. Because these are all blockages. Okay. And pain is definitely a result of energetic blockage. So then why Aeon patch increase the energy in the cell it in turn increases the tissue conductivity. So then when this happens, it increases the energy flow. Now, when your energy is positive in your body, it starts to unblock all the blocked channels. Yeah. So that's why meditation is so powerful. Yeah. Because why yoga is so powerful? Because it starts to unblock all the parts of your body as well. So optimize the process, cells begin to behave like younger cells again. Yeah. So then potassium can have anti-inflammatory and pain-relieving effects. Yeah. So this is true when this paper came out. Adequate potassium intake can have anti-inflammatory and pain-relieving effects as part of a balanced diet. So this probably may benefit symptoms management of rheumatoid arthritis. So people that have gout or arthritis or RA, so their joints starts to harden. Now, when your diet incorporates potassium and magnesium inside and using the patches as well, your relief will be much better. And over time, this will all clear up as well. Yeah. So it takes time. You have to persevere through, right? So these are the foods that has high potassium level. Okay. So of course, for kidney people, you have to manage it properly. You need a proper nutritionist to help you with this diet as well. Okay. So here are some clinical studies, and in 2015, why ACE patches actually they did a study on this, and it can produce a relaxing effect as soon as 20 minutes. Now, how many of you have used Aeon here for more than 6 months, and you feel happier? You feel that you have lesser stress, you feel that you think better, you feel that you sleep better, right? And you feel that everything is like, you know, there's always a solution to it. Can you type in a 111 so that I know? Yeah. So then this is something that I experienced it myself as well, because previously I was also a very stressful person, right? Chasing money, chasing career and things like that. Yeah. And then everything just disappeared. Yeah. So then, but when I started to use the patches, I actually felt much better. I think better, and I attract abundance more. So I gave it time for my body to heal, and I think so much better now. Yeah. So these are things that we experience it ourselves, and it really, really works. Okay. So this is basically some of the doctors that have actually used it on their patients, and they've seen tremendous improvements. That's why a lot of doctors in America, Australia, Europe, Singapore, Malaysia as well, they're using this technology to help their patients to get well faster. Don't you think that this is something that is truly beautiful? That rather than feeding them long-term medication and changing their medication, there's a lot of side effects. You know, it's just crazy. So these are the things that I saw in my own eyes when I was practicing as a pharmacist. That's why I left after 10 years. Yeah, it's not about the money anymore. It's about the fulfillment and joy that I cannot actually have. But in LifeWave, it's very different, because every day I get good morning messages. I get positive messages from people that are using the patches to say that, wow, they feel better, they eat better, their daughter eczema is better, they sleep better. So this is more than $1 million already. Yeah, although $1 million in my pocket right now is going to be even better. Yeah. So this is something that that tested it in animals and human beings as well. Yeah. So then the reduction of inflammation, you can see through a thermal scanner. This is a special camera, right? That before and after using it, it starts to reduce. Okay. So if you're using this every single day, can you imagine the toxins that we put inside? We cannot control, because if we eat out a lot, I eat out a lot, okay, and I don't cook. So then this is something that I use to reduce my inflammation. All right. So then the air is toxic, you know, everything, the radiation. So we need to find a way to clear, right? Because if our body is highly inflamed, we are attracting a lot of other diseases coming in. Okay. So then I strongly actually encourage people to use this. All right. So I always tell people that this is not a magic patch. Diet, exercise, sleep comes hand in hand. When you add on the patches, it does wonders. All right. So if you are in pain, you can start using the LifeWave after you have completed your Aeon and X39 cycle as well. Yeah. So LifeWave is a very powerful painkiller, and when you use together with X39 Aeon, it's amazing. Okay. So then you can also try the glutathione and carnosine patches, right? So that these are the the patches that are basically very, very popular with the company. But we all start with X39 Aeon, all right? So this is what it does. It's proven to reduce the stress in your body, promotes relaxation, anti-aging, and ease tension. So if you are someone that exercises a lot and use Aeon, your muscle soreness will start to reduce over time. Yeah, you find that your body is getting stronger. Okay, so try it out. Okay, and this is how the technology works. Okay, so your body emits heat in the form of infrared. You cannot see with the naked eye. That's why the special thermal camera scan is actually available in the airports, right? So during the height of COVID, when people wanted to fly overseas, the customer will stop you and look at you based on the thermal scanner. If your body is highly inflamed, your body shows red color. But if your body is healthy, it shows blue and green, right? So that is the energy that we cannot see with our naked eye. So what happens is that when you use the patch, can you see this on my hand right here? Okay. So the ingredients inside are organic crystalline amino acid. Okay. So it melts when it touches your body and it forms a little crystal lattice like a mirror. So when your body is emitting heat every single second, light, right? So your patches actually acts like a mirror that reflects the energy that is being emitted back inside your body for faster self-healing. So this is what we call the wavelength of light. And this signals the body to produce health benefits unique to each LifeWave patches. Okay. So then just apply it on the skin, your meridian points. Like this part of my hand is where the digestion metabolism point is. So I never used to be able to put on weight. I was never a heavy person, right? Now I'm at my heaviest and I'm only 60 kilo. So for my height at 172 cm, I should be about 68 kilo. So when during my lightest time, I was about 52, 55 because I have a lot of metabolism gut issues. Yeah. So then when I started using this technology, I slowly put on weight. I started going to the gym and then I started putting some muscles on as well. So I can see the progress in myself. Okay. So when you get the energy back, make sure you exercise, do something with it. Okay. So then step 2 is activated by your own body that the patch reflects wavelength of light in the infrared spectrum. Yeah. So nothing enters the body, it's non-transdermal. It's just a reflection of your own energy. Yeah. So basically it stimulates cellular activity and the production of peptide beneficial to the body. So this is a very advanced technology that people do not understand. And it's so powerful. Yeah. And it's so simple as well. Okay. So how to use now? These are the meridian points of Aeon. Can you see here? There's one picture that I patch is right here. Yeah. So you can patch it on your foot, or, like on your ankle, at the back of your neck, right? So find your sweet spot because everyone's sweet spot is different. But for a start, if you are new here today, patch it at the back of your neck. All right. So then let that happen. If it's itchy, move it around. All right. So then this is how it works. And most people carry stress in their neck or shoulder. Yeah. That's why we start with the back of the neck first. Okay. So this is how we start normally. Okay. Morning time, 12 hours, X39, because X39 is proven to elevate the most important peptide in our body, copper peptide, that can support healthy stem cells production. Yeah. So this is clinically proven to enhance overall vitality and wellness. So at night, remember to take it out, the X39, and put on the Aeon because it's clinically proven to reduce the stress in your body and it promotes relaxation. Yeah. So if you put on Aeon and you can't sleep at night, you got a lot of energy, switch it to the morning together with the X39. At night, don't patch. So a small community will have this problem. They cannot sleep at night at the beginning. So switch it around, X39 Aeon in the morning, and at night, you don't patch. You let your body rest and see how your body reacts to it. If you are persistent enough, good things will happen. Yeah. So why this combination? Yeah, a lot of people ask, Chinhua, can I just use X39? Or can you just use Aeon? Yeah. So my advice is that it's best to use X39 and Aeon together. And why? Because stem cells are drawn to the site of inflammation to heal damaged tissue. Now, if you don't use Aeon and our inflammation in our body is high, it's like the picture on the bottom left, the house is on fire. Okay. So then unmanaged inflammation kills stem cells. So to allow stem cells to survive longer and differentiate to required cell types for repair, we must first reduce the inflammation by using AION. So during the fire, the fireman will come and put off the fire first. Yeah. So then if you use X39 alone and you don't use AION, the healthy stem cells that's being produced will be killed off by the inflammation. That's why AION is the fireman. Yeah. So then that is very powerful. After the inflammation reduced, you use together as X39, your healthy stem cells can regrow faster. Okay. And it's more powerful that way. All right. So with this, I end my short presentation. And I hope you guys enjoyed this little presentation. Now, before I pass the floor back to Alfred, I just want to introduce him for those of you who are here the first time. Okay, so Alfred has been my partner in crime together with Pochu and Mr. Lingam in Super Wednesday as well. So he's the X39 and I'm the Batman. And I'm the, sorry, he's the X39 and I'm the Aeon. Yeah, that's why he's the Batman, I'm the Robin. Okay, so Alfred has 23 years in the heavy machinery industry. Yeah, now he left his high-paying job to do this full-time. I'm also shocked. It's quite crazy. Yeah, but when I heard his story, you know, it's not easy working in the corporate. He was having a lot of, starting to have a lot of health issues, not enough rest, travel a lot, you know, not seeing his family is, I think, is the worst part of it. Yeah. And I can see that over this 2 years journey that we've been together, I see his improvement in terms of his skin. He looks so much more handsome now. Those days, his dark eye bags and, you know, like big tummy. You see him now, he has slimmed down a lot also. Yeah, I'm not sure what other magical thing he's doing, but he's not sharing with me also. Maybe later he ask me to share with you. But anyhow, this is the journey of his. And I want to also welcome Alfred. And I'll pass the floor to you, Alfred. And this is his business sharing. Okay, the business opportunity. If you have any questions after this, we'll answer. Okay, thank you so much, everybody.
Wow, thank you, Jinhua. Yeah, it's really nice being your partner in crime. So let me have another 10-15 minutes, and I'm sure I've seen some of the people here tonight typing their questions in the chat box already. So allow me another, maybe 15-20 minutes. Jinhua has addressed the issue why LifeWave. And I'm gonna like, answer this question. Why share LifeWave? Okay, so let me share my screen. Okay. Yep, here we go. Okay, so LifeWave, like what Jinhua says, I have decided to move away from corporate world because of the toxicity in the corporate world. I spent 23 years making other people rich, and I have to go through a lot of hassle and yeah, basically making other people rich lah. So one fine day, I was trying to look for a solution for my wife, basically to handle her constipation issue. And my own health was not really that good anyway, because when we are working, we don't really take care of our health. And I was basically doing a lot of traveling, right? And first of all, my health also suffered because I have high cholesterol. I used to go to a pharmacy near my house and look for a friend of mine who is also a pharmacist. Basically, I just simply call her Miss Lee, same surname, but we are not related anyway. I call her Miss Lee. I am back again for my Lipentil 145, which is which is one type of cholesterol medicine. And basically, she will religiously give me or ask me 1 box or 2 boxes. So I get it every other month or every month, right? So first thing when I saw this is it solved my wife's constipation problem. And 8 months down the road of using this, my high cholesterol of 12.63 dropped down to 2.63. Imagine, and now I am off cholesterol medication. Because I've seen my own father who has gone on cholesterol medication, suffering from dementia, Parkinson's, all these kind of things. Okay, so first thing is I realized that there is no competition to this product. This is a breakthrough technology for health and wellness, which has got no competition. That's number one, right? Number two, this is a 100% science-based company. And we have so many clinical studies on the products. And the clinical study is basically, there are 3 types of clinical studies. Our type is basically what you call this, it's supposed to work as intended. So there are flower patents. There are 3 types of patent. There's a flower patent, there is a utility patent, and then there's a design patent, right? So LifeWave's products are all patented, for your information. And we have just crossed 200 over patents. David Smith now actually owns 200 over patents for all his inventions. Okay, and all the patents are utility patents, meaning all the products have to work as intended. Okay, and number 3, this is a proven technology. Not only sick people who are using, but these are very, very fit athletes who are using the products. People like David Beckham, Michael Phelps, Ray Allen's, pro athletes that are using the LifeWave patches to increase their performance level. Okay, so let's take a look. Number 1 just now I mentioned was the company. All right, so LifeWave has vision and a mission for us to live long, live well, and live younger, right? And of course, if those who are interested will share the thing, and we will be rewarded with a financial freedom. All right, so David Smith is the founder, the owner, and the inventor of the LifeWave patches. Okay, and the company started in 2004, and it accelerated over 75 countries. Now we have offices in US, Ireland, Japan, Taiwan, more recently Singapore and Indonesia. We have opened up in Indonesia, right? And like I mentioned just now, we are actually growing very, very rapidly. Okay, if you can take a look, the LifeWave started at 2004, where we go through our growth phase. Okay, growth phase, the innovative state from 2004 to about 2019, 2017, 2018, where in 2019, we launched our X39, and the growth was exponential, right? We grew from 20 million to 400 million in sales. That's a cool 2,000%. And we are America's fastest growing company. And basically, we have won a lot of awards, right? So LifeWave has actually been inducted into the fastest growing company for 4 times, private company. Okay, so today we can actually distribute to more than 100 countries and counting. If you look at all the blinking round spots, those are the places where LifeWave products will reach you. All right, so if you talk about worldwide business, LifeWave can be done worldwide with only 1 account. Okay, if you have friends over in North America and you are in Malaysia, you can basically sponsor them and bring them into the business itself. Okay, so in Asia Pacific, we can actually go to Taiwan, Japan, Philippines, Malaysia, Singapore, Thailand, South Korea, Australia, New Zealand, and Indonesia. Okay, in Europe, we can cater to more than 78 countries in the European Union. So LifeWave is a truly global business which you can actually get involved with. So let's not talk about the global thing. Let's come back, be more humble, come back to the Asia part, where when you do business, you want to look at the support that you are getting. Right. So LifeWave's support in Asia, we have offices in Taiwan, Malaysia, Japan, Thailand, Philippines, South Korea, Singapore, and Indonesia, expected by 2025, which we have already launched in Indonesia. Okay. So besides all this in Asia, we can actually fulfill your order to Hong Kong and Macau. And basically, we have third-party warehouses catering for Australia and New Zealand market. Okay. And last year, Australia was the best performing country in terms of sales and growth, right? So LifeWave is also #1 in momentum ranks out of over 500 dialect signage companies in the world. Okay. And LifeWave is ranked as a AAA opportunity for 2003 and 2004, right? These are the awards which we have won. The Bravo Growth Award, awarded by, DSN. It was published in DSN, which we actually got the Bravo Growth Award, okay, in 2024 and 2025, 2 consecutive years, okay? Why we are so proud of this is because the direct selling industry has declined. The global retail sales and distributorship has declined for other companies. But LifeWave is growing from strength to strength. Okay. Basically, we have moved up 10 spots to number 22. Okay. So this is the pictures of our 2 nearest office, LifeWave Malaysia office, which is in Bangsar South, and a spanking new one in Singapore, which we call the Success Center in Eunos Road. Okay. So our company, basically, we are expanding, and you are in the right place at the right time with the right opportunity. Why? Because #1, we have the products that people need, because this is just a wearable technology in a patch form. It is safe, it is non-invasive, and it is non-toxic. That means no drug will go into your skin. Unlike those Japanese plasters or koyok or whatever, they have got chemicals going in through your skin, right? And it is a patented form of acupressure therapy. So each patch uses light to increase and improve specific naturally occurring cellular action, right? #2 is it provides us with an opportunity to spread the word and build with us. We can all earn in USD now, So product distribution began in 2004, and we have warehouses in 12 countries, distribution worldwide capability, and messaging is as many as 9 languages, and we are growing fast. Tens of thousands or even millions now believe in our mission. Okay, so #2 is the product. These products have gone through 20 years of research and development, of product innovation, okay? And our health solutions are not some fly-by-night kind of thing, okay? It's all backed by science. It is all backed by clinical studies, patents, and real-life results, okay? So this is LifeWave's journey for some of you who do not know. In 2002, the product is actually founded and started as an R&D product for products to develop for US Navy SEALs. That's why we have not heard of the product. Okay, in 2004, our very first product came about. That is the energy enhancer, where by patching alone, you can increase 22% of your energy and 33% of your strength in just 5 minutes. Okay, This is the first product that LifeWave registered their patent with. Okay, in 2005, we came up with the IceWave, which is 94% effective in pain relief within 5 minutes. Like Jinhua mentioned, you know, the pain management using IceWave. Then we also launched the Silent Night, which is invented also for US Navy SEALs, for soldiers to manage their pain and to actually handle their sleep. Okay, so between 2005 and 2006, USA got into a manufacturing boom, right? So there were heavy metals that is released into the environment, and LifeWave responded, and we launched products like glutathione and carnosine. Glutathione is already existing in the body, but you can also have injections of glutathione. Okay, but the easiest method is just patch, because our patch will increase your glutathione level from your base value up 300%. Okay, why we came up with this glutathione and carnosine is because we found heavy metals released into the environment. So we responded. Okay, so from 2006 to 2007, there was a rise in the fast food industry. Okay, so LifeWave realized that there is a lot of adult obesity going on, right? It doubled in the US, you know. So LifeWave also responded, and we came up with a patch called SP6 that is to regulate and restore your 10 organ functions in about 2 weeks. Okay, so going from 2007 to 2011, 2008, there was a financial crisis. So a lot of people was going through stress disorder. Okay, so LifeWave again responded by, you know, coming out with Aeon, which balances your autonomic nervous system in just 10 minutes or even less. Okay, so in 2015, we launched a skincare patch. Imagine a skincare, not cream, you know, skincare patch, okay, which can actually energize the skin in 5 minutes. Why? Because we found a lot of plastic chemicals in the samples in blood samples of people, 9 out of 10. So in 2015, we responded. You know, we came out with the Alavida. And in 2015, also, we came out with the cream, the night cream and the day cream, which 98.6% naturally derived plant ingredient. Okay, so the balance of it is vitamin C, actually. Why? Because we found 200 over toxic chemicals were found in blood samples. Okay, so in 2019, we launched our amazing X39, which if you patch consistently for 6 months, there is clinical studies showing that your cellular age reverses 8.5 years. Wow, imagine, now I've used for 2 years, so I think I have reversed my age by 8.5 years. Okay, so in 2022, we launched another amazing patch. This patch actually elevates AHK copper, for those who know what it is, right? It supports bone density in 60 days, which is called X49. Okay, so that's the LifeWave journey. So what's coming in 2006 and 2007? Amazing products, okay? One is called the Cellagize, and the other one is the X2O water machine. Okay, please get back to the people who brought you into this Zoom call to understand a little bit more about these two products. Yeah, so the technology, what is coming is, you know, the nutrient dense product from what we eat, and then age reversal water, oxygen enricher, and biomimetic enhancer. Okay, so this is just a sneak peek of what is to come. Okay, so you ask me how to start sharing. This is amazing. The technology is amazing. The product works. How do I get paid? Okay, so this is about commission and bonuses. LifeWave pays a very, very high and generous commission. It is run on a hybrid compensation plan, and it is about 60% dollar payout per capital. Okay, and there are 4 simple ways to earn. First one is the retail commission. Number 2 is product introduction bonus. Number 3 is binary cycle or binary commission. And number 4 is matching bonus. I would advise you to go back to the person who brought you into this Zoom call to understand in detail all the 4 ways to earn. All right, because if I were to talk about this, the cow will come home and we will not be able to finish it tonight. Okay, let's take a look. Who is this? I'm sure you all know who is this, right? This is Bill Gates, the ever-famous multi-billionaire. You know what he said about network marketing and what he said about sharing the network marketing business? If he has a chance, if he would be given a chance to start all over again, he would choose network marketing, you know. Amazing, huh? Instead of starting Microsoft, he said he will do network marketing. Wow. So this is also the author of Rich Dad, Poor Dad. All right. So he says in network marketing, the whole point is not to sell a product. We do not want you to be a salesman, but we want you to build a network, an army of people who are like-minded, who represent the same product or service to share with others. Wow, amazing, huh? Okay, so with that, I would say we need to build a winning team, you know, with a system that is duplicable, simple system that is duplicable, right? So LifeWave has 4 simple ways to earn. Like I told you just now, retail commission. We do not do this because we build network, and we get product introduction bonus. We have 3 different packages, which are called core, advanced, and premium. And basically the third way of earning is binary or cycle commission, and basically matching bonus. Okay. Plus, we also have many product, cash, and travel incentives. I think I just came back from Da Nang, and Jinhua just came back from Bali, man. All paid for, you know, by LifeWave. Wow. Amazing. See, just amazing, seriously. Okay. So there are 4 simple enrollment packs. First is the starter pack. Then we have the core at USD 295, advanced at USD 535, and premium, one of the bigger packages for family use, at USD 1750. Okay, so these are the 4 ways to come in, but you do not have to buy at one go. You can have this under a easy payment scheme. Wow, so nice, you say easy payment scheme. So you see, when you come in, you actually do USD 295. Okay, where you get 3 sleeves of X39 or 6 enhancers, right? And as an introducer, LifeWave will pay you a PIB, product introduction bonus, of 35 USD. Okay, if the person likes the product, the person can upgrade, meaning the person can pay 240 USD, which is cheaper already. When he came in 295, now he only paid 240. He gets another 3 sleeves of X39. We call this an upgrade from core to advanced. Okay, and from advanced, he can pay the difference of 1215, and he gets another 14 sleeves of X39. Okay, so if you want to know this more in detail, please get back to the person who brought you into this Zoom call. Okay, right. So after the upgrading, you can actually put your membership into maintenance bundles, which is even cheaper. Okay, so this is LifeWave 2023 income disclosure statement, right? So these are income statistics of all US LifeWave brand partners in 2023 to those who were active. You see, you look at the Senior Presidential Director, which is the highest rank in LifeWave. All right. The average income is $396,580 US dollars. Can you imagine? This is annual earning. Can you imagine how much that kind of money, or what can that kind of money help you do? If you get 300 over 1,000, you times 4.2 now, it's wow, 1.3 million. Wow, imagine. So the average earning of US brand partners in 2023, anytime, is 557 before expenses. If you notice that the average month to achieve rank, to go from the lowest or no rank until the highest rank, is 24 months. Can you imagine working hard for 24 months and you earn an extra 396,518 US dollars per year? Wow. Okay. So to help you do that, LifeWave has a few tools for you to ensure your success. First, we have the manager or director workshop. Number two, we have public speaker development training. Is how Pochu, myself, Jinhua and Lingam and all the other speakers in Oakland Road have been put through or have gone through. Okay. We have public speaker and development training. And we have mega seminars as well. And we have leadership and off-site leadership camp. The most recent one was in Port Dickson, I think. Then we also had hard skills and digital skills training, where we train you how to use your back office, how to induct your brand partner, how to have product training as well from our what you call this, country manager, and the marketing manager, and of course the staff. Okay. Last but not least, we have our website. You have your back office resources. There is a replicated website for you, free of charge, which you can use, right? There is also these websites which you can actually go, and we have an app called LifeWave In Touch app. Okay. We also have marketing materials like flip charts, 20 years magazines, product brochures, and we are also on social media, Facebook, Instagram, and Pinterest. Okay, so this is our runway to $1 billion company, because we have dreams and we want to reach $1 billion company in 1 million homes. All right. So in February 2024, LifeWave became #1 company in momentum points in the world. Okay. Under direct selling DSN news, we have 4 years of consecutive growth. This is an amazing achievement by any company in its own right. Okay. And we are ranked AAA opportunity for 2023 and 2024. Okay. Okay, I just want to trade. Only 5% of companies in the industry have achieved this achievement, a AAA ranking. Only 5% of the industry, the network marketing industry, have achieved this achievement. Okay, so why do you need to believe in yourself that you can actually build a career here? Because belief creates vision. Vision creates resolve. Resolve creates change. Change creates progress. Progress creates success. So let me share one thing with you. I was a corporate man last time, and I seriously hated network marketing. If people talk to me about insurance and network marketing, I say, stop. Don't talk to me. Nah, okay? 2 years later, now I find myself going full-time in LifeWave. Amazing, huh? Okay, so now I tell people, direct selling may not be for everybody, but it could be for anybody. Okay, this is something I want to share with all of you. LifeWave may not be what you want now, but it can give you everything you want. Think about what I say. LifeWave may not be what you want now, but it can give you everything you want. Okay? So may this experience empower you to see the light, be the light, and share the light. Okay? Please thank yourself for being part of this journey, for being part of Super Wednesday today. We are grateful for each one of you and we love you. Okay? The other thing that you all need to do is please attend events. You will network with like-minded individuals, okay? Organizational-wise, regional-wise, and global-wise, okay? Now, why LifeWave? Why share LifeWave? Because LifeWave, we have what the world needs. The breakthrough technology that helps people look and feel better. Take advantage of the technology yourself. First, use it for yourself, get a better health, and share it with others. And then you build a team of builders and actually watch what happens to your bank account. Now, I give you a serious secret. I earn more than my general manager salary last time. Okay. Now, with that, if you have any questions, you can pose it into the chat box. If not, I will pass it back to Jinhua. Back to you, Jinhua.
Thank you, Alfred. Wow. If you enjoyed the presentation, can you type in a 111 in the chat group? All right. So stay tuned because we're going to answer some of the Q&A. All right. So I'll need Alfred's help to also help me with this. Yeah. Okay.
Sure.
So, all right. Let me see.
Okay, I think the first one, Jinhua, what is the name of the peptides produced by the queen bees, which you shared just now?
Oh, this is a good question. Yeah. Do you know the answer, Alfred?
No, actually.
I don't as well. Yeah.
Oops.
I know that, yeah, they do produce peptides, but I don't know what's the specific peptide. But this is a good one. Let's look it up. All right. So let's come back to you. All right. So let's move on to the next question. Okay.
Yeah.
Rosanna Fernando.
Yes.
Is it okay to leave glutathione for 24 hours and rest from it for 2 days? What's your experience here, Alfred?
Glutathione, basically, I will not leave it for 24 hours unless you are not feeling well. For example, if you are fighting cancer or some chronic, very, very chronic disease, you can leave it on for 24 hours. Other than that, don't leave it on for long term because the body will go through attenuation. It gets lazy. So the patching system actually is invented for 12 hours on and 12 hours off, right? Rosanna?
Yep, totally agree. That's why if we leave it on for 24 hours, more than 12 hours, our skin will start itching. Yeah, and redness and things like that. So there's really no point to do that. All right. So all patches, 12 hours. That's it.
Yeah.
Okay. Su Fen Li, the patch relieve inflammation as soon as 20 minutes, but you mentioned up to 6 months to see or feel effect, correct? Okay.
I think you answer this, Jinhua.
Okay. All right, Su Fen. All right. So the patch will give us a relief over time. Yep. Some people that experience immediate relief. Okay. So the inflammation is an ongoing thing because our environment is very toxic. So then the radiation, the food choices, the pollution, air pollution, all that is a constant ongoing thing into our body. That's why every single day our body is inflamed. Okay. So then when we use the patches, we are constantly clearing out the rubbishes every single day. It's like doing housekeeping at home. Yeah. So then the effectiveness of this, when we use it on a daily basis, and when you use it long enough, let's say according to your age, there's a formula to use this. Let's say today I'm 50 years old. I use X39 Aeon for 5 months. And your body will see gradual improvements. Yeah. So write down a journal and note it down, whether it's better sleep, lesser pain, better digestion and things like that. It will over time improve. Okay. Hope that answered your question. All right, Jennifer Chiu, what is the active ingredient in the Aeon? Yes, bro, Alfred, go ahead.
Okay, Jennifer. the active ingredient in all patches is basically a proprietary layer of crystal lattice from amino acids. Okay, and besides that, we have sugar, salt, stabilized oxygen, water. Right, so it's a proprietary blend of amino acids. Basically, like for Aeon, it's if you notice the Aeon is actually the packaging comes with blue color. So there is always clinical studies that are actually showing that human body responds differently to different wavelengths of light or different wavelengths of color lights, right? Like red color, it's clinically proven that humans' body really actually produce more adrenaline when you look at red color, okay? So it is also clinically proven that Aeon releases your stress, reduces inflammation, clinically proven, and it reduces your stress level, it reduces cortisol level. Why? Because there are clinical studies that shows that when humans look at blue light, we actually calm ourselves down. The cortisol level will actually come down. Blood pressure will come down. Okay? So Aeon works in that way. It is, we need to break away from, being, how do you say, paying attention to ingredients and all like what we used to over the past maybe 200 years of allopathy. Okay, so we need to break away from that. And, this is not an ingredient. This is basically the patch acting like a mirror, basically reflecting your own wavelengths of light, which is emitted from your body, like how Jinhua presented just now. Okay, so Aeon will actually reflect blue light back into your skin, stimulating a bioelectrical response from your body. Okay, so Jennifer, I hope I've answered your question. So what patch to patch on hand in order to put on weight? What patch to patch on hand in order to put on? Jinhua, I think you better take this.
Yeah, I think he's referring to my wrist right here.
Yeah.
So this acupuncture point in TCM is for the digestion. So just now I shared about my weight gain journey, because I've never been, a heavy person. And I'm the heaviest that I've ever been now, like 60 kilo. Yeah. So this position after patching X39 Aeon at the back of my head for about 1 year, I changed this position because I found out that this place right here, I get to digest better. My appetite opens up better. I can eat more, and I get more energy to go to the gym and do exercise and things like that I never wanted to last time. Yeah, so it helped me to put on weight and some muscle as well. So go ahead and try this spot. If after you have patched, for 6 months at the back of your neck, you can try this position as well. Yeah, so make sure that when your appetite gets better, you eat healthy lah. Yeah, so don't eat junk and things like that. All right. So next question.
Okay.
Sorry.
Let me take this. Okay. Let's go back to Sufen. The patch relief information as soon as 20 minutes, but you mentioned up to 6 months to see or feel effect, correct? Okay. I would like to add on to what Jinhua has said just now. Okay. The patch actually relieve information within minutes, not as long as 20 minutes, because we have seen the patch relieving pain within 10-20 seconds. Okay. So why Jinhua mentioned 3 to 6 months just now is because reverse aging takes time. This is what I want to add. If you know about your cellular regeneration time, basically skin, correct me if I'm wrong, will regenerate and change within 18 days. Okay. Blood will be about 120 to 130 days. Okay. Your brain cells will change every 365, 366 days, total change. But we can still retain our short-term memory, long-term memory, Suvan. Okay, so that's the reason why we advise the usage of between 3 to 6 months, you see, because if let's say your blood were to change in about 120 to 130 days, that alone is already about 3 to 4 months. So we have users, friends of mine, who actually have been experiencing the onset of menopause at about 45 years old. After using the patch, okay, like I gave you a disclaimer just now, we are not making any medical claims, but this is a testimonial. She basically experienced her menstruation coming back again. Okay, and on the other hand, we have experienced ladies who have very, very heavy flow that requires change of sanitary napkins every 2 hours. That also regulated back. Okay, so for me, I took about 8 months to see results on my high cholesterol. Okay, for my wife, she took about 3 to 4 weeks to, you know, experience her constipation, to resolve her constipation, right? And we also have another brand partner who has diabetes. He took his blood sugar reading was between, HbA1c was between 14, 15, somewhere around there. Okay, and after 8 months, he saw the HbA reading coming down to 6.something7. Is that 6.something7? I think it's somewhere around there. So he took his own blood sugar reading, it's about 5.something, but HbA1c is slightly higher lah. Okay, but it's really amazing, you know. So that's why we say 3 to 6 months. I mean, if you expect 1 day, 2 days kind of result, it will not be that fast, because your body needs to respond to the signaling of the patches lah. Okay, so I hope I've answered your question, Sufan. Okay, can you share how your wife has relieved from constipation? My wife has severe constipation more than 15 years. Can you share what patch she used? Okay, Simpson, very happy to do that. My wife have also been having constipation since the age of 16. I think she's longer than 15 years. So what she did was she drinks a lot of water, she eats a lot of fruits, also cannot, you know. And she was doing the X39 daytime, Aeon nighttime. And for almost 2 weeks to 3 weeks, she was still constipated. Then we met up with Jinlong, and he advised us to try using the energy enhancer 3 fingers away from the wrist. 3 fingers away from the wrist. Okay. Then there is also another place, 2 fingers away from the belly button, sideways. Okay. Always remember the white is on the right, the tan is on the left. So for my wife, she experienced 3 fingers away from the wrist works for her. Okay, so now she does not have to patch energy enhancer every day. Basically, her constipation is solved and she can go to the toilet every day. Okay, I hope I've answered your question, Simpson. Wendy, my son has been patching X39 day and Aeon night for about 1 month. He is 24 years old. At the beginning, first 2 weeks, he said he was sleeping well. However, Now he notices he has difficulty falling asleep and wake up in the middle of the night. What's your advice? Should he wear both patches in the day and not at night? Brother Jinhua, you might want to take this.
Okay, all right. So, yes, some people at the beginning, they feel that they can sleep better. Then after a while, they cannot sleep. Now, the reason why is because sometimes the energy flows in a way that after using the patches, we need time for our body to adjust. So what you can do now, a simple experiment. If that happens, I always tell my customers or my client to switch it around, all right? Meaning that Aeon don't patch it at night, patch it together with X39. Okay, so then X39 can be at the back of your neck, Aeon can be below your belly button. Yeah, 2 fingers below the belly button. Okay, so then try it out. And most of the time, people feel that at night, don't patch, only patch in the morning. They feel that their body, they can rest better at night. So Wendy, go ahead and try that. Okay, this simple experiment. Until your body adjusts back, you can actually switch again. X39 in the morning, Aeon at night. Yeah. So we need to listen to our body and adjust accordingly. So this is a very simple and fun experiment. Okay.
Hey, amazing. From Simpson again, my wife have patched X39 Aeon for 9 months now to save her severe constipation for many years. That is more than 10 years. What patch to use? Simpson, I think I've answered you. You can try 3 fingers away from the wrist, energy enhancer. Yeah. So, Louis, can X39 be used as a standalone product? Yes, of course. But you might want to consider Aeon together. Why? Because the X39 can help you produce GHK copper, and GHK copper, once elevated, will produce your stem cells. Louis? But your stem cells will not survive for a very long time if your body is under inflammation. So we use the Aeon to bring down the inflammation, right? So from Supan again, how long will the reduced inflammation last with each patch? Jinhua? You are muted.
I've typed it in the chat group. So as long as we use it for 12 hours, X39 morning and nighttime Aeon, our inflammation will continue to reduce. Yeah. So as I mentioned earlier, it's like housekeeping. We need to sweep the floor every day, right? It's the same logic. Okay. So Sufan also asked, noted on instant relief within 20 minutes lasting for 12 hours, but what is the ultimate goal? Minimum 6 months to get our body free from heavy metals too? Okay, so this is a very good question. Yeah, our body will never be free from heavy metals. Okay, it's all the toxicity that we are putting in every single day without us knowing it. Yeah, that's why the patches are helping us to do housekeeping every single second. Okay, so this is the explanation behind it. So the ultimate goal is to reduce the inflammation every single day, to minimize hospital visits, to see lesser doctors. That is the ultimate goal. Yeah, to keep our body as healthy as possible.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. I think Supan also said insomnia or difficulty in sleeping needs proper management. Yes, Supan, I do really agree. Otherwise, the condition will definitely worsen. Yes, agreed. So my question is, will client be off the patch after 6 months or later? Noted on anti-aging effect for long-term use. Okay, Sufan, I think if you actually use the patches, and if the patches are able to help, normally, if it is me, it is a no-brainer that I will continue. You know, so there are many people who have asked this question: can we stop, or do we have to be totally dependent and reliant on the patches and everything? So the answer is very simple, Sufan. Our body goes through degeneration, and degeneration is the culprit. All humans age and degenerate, right? So why we are left in this predicament is, when we are born with trillions of cells, and we are actually stem cells ourselves. But as we age, the production of stem cells decrease. All right, when we reach the age of 60 and above, we have only about 5% of stem cells left, right? And that is not enough. So I am sure you know what is life and death. Death means your body is unable to regenerate as fast as it degenerates. So basically that's death lah, right? So for long-term effect, it is not only for anti-aging. With this product, we talk about age reversal because we have clinical studies to show that your telomeres, the ends of the telomeres, elongate back after using for 6 months. They elongate back, and the equation was we get to turn back the cellular aging by 8.5 years. Okay, so the customer has, or the user has, their own choice whether to continue to use or whether to stop. Once you stop, your body will degenerate again into a state where you feel, you have certain issues creeping up and so on and so forth again. Then you can start all over again. Or you can have a maintenance, like very simple, you just patch X39 and Aeon. Okay, for maintenance of health every day, right? So what is SLVS? SLVS, I think, is sleeves, because our product comes in a sleeve. Okay, and let me show you what is a sleeve. Yeah, if you all notice, yeah, this is a sleeve of X39. Okay, our products come in a sleeve, and inside the sleeve you have 30 patches. Okay, so next one, blah 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 blah. What patch to use to lose weight, Jinhua?
Okay, this is a very good question. It starts with X39 and Aeon. Now, there is no patch that will actually directly make you lose weight. Now, what the patches can do is that it can give you the energy that you used to have, and you use that energy to go and exercise. Okay, so there are a lot of people who say that, what can I patch to lose weight? I tell them very, very directly that no such thing. If like this, then the diet programs and all that, they're gonna not work anymore. So that's why I say that it's always exercising, eating right, sleeping well. Then our body will start to work on its own, and you start losing weight or putting on weight accordingly. Yeah. So enjoy the journey and just start with X39 Aeon. All right. Thank you.
Yeah. Okay. So Sufan again, Aeon patch, I think it's the proprietary ingredients of amino acids, smallest molecule of protein, stimulates our acupuncture points throughout our body using our own infrared light, correct? Yes, it is correct. The patches will act like a mirror, Sufan, to basically reflect the wavelengths of light that is emitted by our own body back into our skin, stimulating a biochemical response, okay, and stimulating the production of the necessary peptides, okay, because these are clinically proven. Blue lights will actually reduce cortisol. Red light actually increases adrenaline. Yellow light is antioxidant. So yes, the technology works basically like this lah. Okay, so Jinhua, only patch Aeon and X39 for diabetic for 8 months.
I think this is referring to just now, you mentioned one of your brand partners, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So maybe you want to take this one?
Okay. For diabetic people, he actually started X39 and Aeon basically for a solid 3 months. Then after that, he added glutathione and energy enhancer. Okay, so these are the things that he used, and he realized that the blood sugar level started dropping. Okay. So come again, what patch on left, right, why that matters? Okay, this is from Supan, very good question. Most of the patches are single patches, okay? Except for energy enhancer and ice wave, it is a two-patch system because our body is bioelectrical, our body work having this bioelectrical charge, okay? So our right-hand side is positive, left-hand side is negative, right? So if you notice these two patches, one of them is white color. White color will always be used on the right side, and the tan patch will always be used on the left side. Okay, so this is to handle the polarity of human body. Yeah, so normally white color will be on the right hand side, tan will be on the left side. Yeah, why that matters is because the patch is designed in such a way to actually enhance the polarity of our body. I hope it answers that question, sir. Okay, Jinghua, Lydia Grace Lee, for weight gain, how do we patch? Sorry, I missed that part. What patch and where on the hand?
Yep, no problem, Grace. Okay, so this is what we call the digestion point. Even if you go to Chinese Sensei, the TCM, they would actually say that this is the digestion point, all right? So this is where I patch for me to gain weight, muscle, for my metabolism to be better, to open up my appetite as well, right? So go ahead and try this after you have used X39 Aeon at your back of the neck for about 6 months to 1 year. So I changed the position after I have done X39 Aeon for 1 year. I change it here every day. All right. So I find this place better for me. So go ahead and try. Everybody's sweet spot is different. Okay.
Okay. Thanks, Jinhua.
Yeah.
Sufan again, maintenance is recommended. Noted. Also, if DNA can lengthen, means lifespan will be longer. It's amazing if it can really do so. Sufan, it's not only amazing if it really can do so. It is clinically proven that it does so. Okay, Sufan, we have clinical studies proving that the telomeres will elongate. All right. Okay. I think we have done most of the questions. Okay. So we have to move on here from questions. Let me share what is happening that is coming up very soon. This one you have to take note. Okay. We have our enhanced compensation plan analysis both on the 7th of June, okay, from 6:30 p.m. to 8:30 p.m. English session. This is via Zoom, okay? And for Mandarin session is from 8:30 to 10 p.m. So for those bilingual people, you will have a marathon session from 6:30 to 10:30 p.m. All right? The link will please get back to the people who brought you into this Zoom call for the link. So I'm going to show you a short little video by our President Meredith Burkich on this new plan. Okay, so before that, Jinlong will actually be traveling all over Malaysia to basically share when, where, why, what, how is this enhancement plan going to benefit all of us. Okay, let's take a look at this 3-minute video.
Hello, LifeWave community. We have had an incredible first half of 2025, marking what will be our best year ever as we change hundreds of thousands of lives around the world, working towards our founder, David Schmidt's vision to have our life-changing technology in over 1 billion homes. Last December, David and the other senior executives approved our 2025 LifeWave business plan, building for the future, the next 20 years. It includes 5 major projects and 15 primary initiatives. The first of the big 5, global market maximization, began with the opening of the Indonesia office. Quality management processes and auditing this fall will grant us our ISO 9001 certification. The expanding product line includes Celergize and the X2O water technology, internal leadership development and culture building, and rounding it out with Compensation Plan 2.0, a robust plan whose mission is threefold: to attract new members, to increase retention of those new members and existing brand partners, and to reward engagement at all levels, aligning with our cultures and values.
That is our president, yeah? So stay tuned with Jinlong as he will bring you through, okay? Now, another announcement is this rank up bonus. It's going to end in 5 days' time on the 9th of June, 12:59 p.m. All right, so if you rank up as a manager, you will receive 100 ringgit, and the personal sponsor of the new manager will receive a 50 USD bonus. Okay, become a director, you receive 300 bonus, and the sponsorer of the director will receive 150 US. Okay, and this is another exciting webinar or virtual conference. It's going to be 2 days thing, 13th and 14th June from 9 to 5 p.m. All right, we have amazing speakers like Andrew Hoyes, James Low from Singapore, Joy Yue from Taiwan, Lawrence Chan from Singapore, Lisa Wu from Taiwan, our very own Ronald Lee from Malaysia, and Fujii-san from Japan, Iwashita-san from Japan, and Mr. and Mrs. Chang from Taiwan. Okay, so they will basically take you through these 2 days of virtual conference in the comfort of your own home with your coffee cup beside you, trusty coffee cup. Okay, so next we are having this Mega Johor on the 21st of June, right? Those who are in the southern part, Malacca, Seremban, or Johor, yes, please get to the people who brought you into this Zoom call to get the tickets. It will be happening in Trove Hotel, Johor Bahru, Grand Columbus Hall, level 10. Okay, on the 21st of June from 10 to 12 p.m. Okay, and good news, we are coming to you in Mid Valley Health and Beauty Expo. This is happening from 27 to 29 June in Mid Valley. Yeah, come look us up and talk to us. Okay, and with that, it's time for us to say goodbye again. For all of you who join us tonight on Super Wednesday, thank you for giving yourself the opportunity to understand more about LifeWave. Thank you for having us, and thank you so much for joining us tonight. We enjoy each and every second. So ladies and gentlemen, we have come to the end of Super Wednesday Zoom session. Have an amazing weekend. Good night. This is Alfred and the Super Wednesday team of Jinhua, Pochu, and Lingam. Well, especially from the both of us, Alfred and Jinhua, signing off for this edition of Super Wednesday. You want to say something, bro?
Yes, everybody. So continue to patch, have faith, watch Zooms, all right, Jinlong, testimonials and people sharing. We learn a lot, and see you guys next week again. Take care. Good night, everybody.
Bye, everyone. Happy
Bye-bye.
patching.